All right, what are we looking at here, Al? Is that Cody? Cody's working indies?
Yeah, he's going back to his roots.
Oh no. Oh no.
Take all this in now.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That looks so bad. Oh man. And they surprise, Al, they're laughing at it.
What a shock.
Oh my.
It was good in planning, just poor in execution.
Oh my gosh, that was horrible. I mean, there's bad and then there's bad. That was bad.
No, there are no standards anymore in training. Anyone can be a professional.
Anyone could be and they hate when you say that, and it's the truth, bro. It's the truth.
Look at the physical condition of them, and then the complete and utter lack of just ability to move properly in the ring in a believable fashion.
Yeah,
just terrible.
What's next?
The referee, the slight struggle with the chair.
Yeah.
And then slowly takes it over and just stands there in the corner staring off in space while the whole thing takes place. So much bad to drink in.
No, this is probably coming soon to AEW.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hold on a minute. There's firecrackers?
Oh my god.
Firecrackers about. Oh my! What the fuck? What is going on in this match?
Oh my god.
Over there.
Yes, that's why I put that there. Obviously, it's a backyard event, but I put it there because I thought, I'm going to get ahead of the curve here. I bet you, I'm going to outthink Tony Khan. I'm going to give him a suggestion: have firecrackers in your match next.
I swear, Al, come on, there have been fatalities in backyard wrestling.
Oh, unquestionably.
We just don't know how many. Like
people, with the guy in the grocery cart getting hit with the car.
Yeah, people have died. People have died. Yeah, people have died doing backyard wrestling.
And we're going to see somebody die on live TV. We are.
All right, this is all in the same match here. These clips.
It's in the blocks.
Yeah. I like the fact that they lined them up so perfectly in a row. Look at him move them. He's got one, and he missed.
God, it is so funny when you think about it. When you think about it, like you know damn well, like, oh my god. Look at that ring.
Yeah. Rolling around in it. You don't need those ankles. Who needs ankles?
Look at this.
Glass.
Is this the same match, Jeff?
Yeah.
It's all the same match.
There's no way, bro. Oh my god.
Same match.
Same match. Blocks, cement blocks couldn't stop them. Broken boards,
bro.
Tubes, glass.
You know damn well this all started where at one of these shows there's just a cinder block somehow somewhere in the vicinity.
Out in the back by a dumpster, and some guy goes, "Hey, why don't you put that in the ring?"
Yes, that's how that whole thing started, bro.
Yeah, of course.
What's next, Jeff?
So there's a woman in this car, if you can't tell. She's still in the car, by the way.
Yeah, she's still in the car. And they are rolling her over. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like your hippie days, Vincent, like Woodstock when you guys all lying in.
Wait a minute. How was that a wrestling show?
It was. It was. Like the other wrestler kicks out whatever they had for a window there.
Yeah.
And then the fans flip it over afterwards. Tournament of Death on the car.
Yeah, while the girl is still in the car. I like
and these are the fans turning the car over with the girl in the car.
Yeah, with the girl in the car. Yeah. Yeah. She could possibly die, but hey, who cares?
Go ahead, Jeff. Play that again, bro.
Oh my God. There's so much to take in.
So this breaks, actually. This breaks like this wasn't meant to happen here. They were just supposed to fall off it, but this thing breaks.
Yeah, it breaks. Yeah. They're up on a scaffold at probably 20 feet in the air.
They did get the air horn pop, though.
Well, they did that.
They got the air horn pop. You got to give them that, bro.
Yeah, we flirted with death and possible paralysis, but we got the air horn pop. That's
what's next, Jeff? Oh my!
Watch this. It's incredible.
We got pogo work. We got pogo stick.
We got pogo work.
Come on now.
Hashtag pogo work.
You're setting these up. Come on now.
I wish I was.
You're setting these up because you're gonna run out of material. So now we got pogo pole work, bro.
You and I both know I'm never gonna run out of material at this point.
Oh my God. Pogo stick work.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Just when you think you've seen it all.
What's next? What's next, Jeff?
Vince, the business has changed, okay? You're old school, you're bitter, it's passed you by. You understand? You can get away with that stuff.
I can't wait till we do the pogo stick from like a scaffold 20 feet high, and you do the land
through broken glass.
Yeah, and you land, and that seat goes straight up your ass, bro. Like, I can't wait for that clip, man.
I can't wait until that guy's bouncing from the back to go to do the dive into the ring, and then he hits that really polished tile floor and it just goes bam.
Oh God. What's next, Jeff? Oh my God. That Amazing Red?
Right in the crowd.
I swear, man, anybody can be a wrestler.
Yeah, that's hashtag ginger work, if you didn't know.
Meanwhile, this fan is bigger than the wrestler.
Yeah,
yeah, but look at look at the potential liability. That the gingerbread man dives through the ropes, right? Gingerbread man, run as fast as you can. He dives through the ropes head first, knocks the board and the guy right into the audience. This isn't 1972. Yeah. You can't get away with that legally anymore. So any of those people right there could have had a lawsuit and could have sued not only the wrestler that fell into them, the wrestler that knocked them into them, but the guy who brought the ring could sue everyone on the show, could sue the promoter, could sue the building. Why?
Also, to Jeff, play that back because I want you guys to watch, bro. Everyone in that crowd is laughing.
Yeah,
they're laughing. Watch everyone in the crowd, bro. Watch. Go ahead. Look. I mean, they're all laughing.
Yeah.
Like what? Whatever. What's next, Jeff?
Liability's insane.
What about the referee retrieve the board out so they could use it again? Oh, what is this?
Referees aren't out there anymore to count the three. They're out there to help.
What is this now? What kind of work is this?
I have no idea what this is on his back. I'm not
broken glass, apparently, like a broken bottle or something.
Oh, yeah.
Broken glass on the back work.
Yep. So we now put it on ourselves too. Yeah.
That's AEW. Do they not understand, bro, remember how Steve Irvin died? Remember the crocodile hunter, bro? What did the freaking Stingray shot that gimmick up? Do they not understand that a piece of shard glass can literally go right into their freaking heart when they do that?
Well,
I mean, how do you not realize that?
First off, not in defense of AEW, but he was on his stomach, so it was on his back. So it's going to be difficult to go all the way into his heart.
No, the dude on top.
Splash.
Yeah, the splash, bro. Like, seriously.
Now that's possible. Yeah. But I also, in defense of AEW, they didn't have a Stingray out there. So
don't say that out, because we'll see Stingray work next week. Somebody will have a live Stingray and start sticking people with it.
Look, we're just trying to continue to expand the syllabi.
What's next, Jeff?
All right, so Vince, if you haven't noticed, this blow-up doll is kicking his ass. The blow-up doll is
the blow-up doll is not just kicking his ass. The blow-up doll is attempting to murder him by drowning him in a bucket of water.
That was a great touch at the end, though. Come on, man.
Still look more realistic than anything in AEW.
I don't even know what to call that, Al.
Hashtag murder work, hashtag Aquaman work. I don't know.
Oh, that might be good. Yeah. What's next, Jeff? Oh my God, we got Scooter work now.
Hashtag Scooter work.
Gee whiz, bro. Like,
now you know why they wear kick pads.
It never ends. It never ends. What's next, Jeff?
These are all. Now, here, hold on. I picked this not because of the light tubes. I want you to see that they have. They're paying this poor girl to basically be a human shield to prevent the glass from.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. Yes.
Run it back and watch how she sees what's about to take place, steps into position, and turns around.
Yeah, because she's even got a security shirt on a GCW.
How do you advertise for that? And who applies for this job? Need human shield.
It doesn't even look like she's wearing any protection either.
She's not.
I would actually, though, to be honest with you,
she had a helmet, like a shield, and like special clothing. She's just wearing a black security shirt.
To be honest with you, I would hire Big Vito for that job.
Yeah, I would in a minute.
I would hire him for that job.
But look at that. They know the glass is going to fly out in the audience, and now they have hired security to just do nothing, not to keep the audience from being in the ring, but to keep the stuff in the ring.
That is unfreaking believable. That is if you told somebody that, they would not believe it unless you showed them that tape.
Hey, there's a young lady who is working security. She's not there to secure the perimeter. She's there to secure the objects that are being thrown in the ring.
Yeah, the human shield.
The audience. Yeah.
Human shield work. What if, Al, I want to come to the academy and just learn human shield work? Is that...
Yeah, definitely.
You got me?
It'll still cost the same, but it won't take but a day.
What's next, Jeff?
This might be the worst clip we've ever had.
Look away.
You need to watch it. You need to.
No, come on, Jeff.
You have to see this one. You have to see this one.
Oh shit, man! Come on, brother. Oh,
So we got a light tube that did not break for those of you on audio, and it went through the guy's arm.
Through his arm, through his tricep, all the way through, and that is right where your artery is. He could literally die right now. Look at him. Look at him. They're trying to move him out from underneath the ropes, and light tube
I'm not watching
all the
till
way
that's
through.
off. Tell me when it's
Well, I'm gonna run it one more time. Yeah, and
you got to really watch. You got to watch as the guy flips. He breaks the light tube, and the bottom half, two-thirds of it go lancing right through his arm.
I didn't even know that was possible with those things.
Of course it is, because only a portion of it broke. And what happened was the top portion broke where he went through it. The bottom portion started to fall and then jammed itself against the mat. And as his arm swung down, it just went and punctured his arm all the way through. And of course, I'm off base for making fun of this stuff.
Yeah, and
off base for pointing out the risks, the unnecessary risks of doing it. I'm off base, and I'm a hater because of garbage like this.
That is
by stating that, this was even before AEW was starting to do more of that exact kind of stuff. Long before AEW was doing that, we saw AEW doing cinder block work, sticking the needles in each other, broken glass. Okay, long before, and I pointed out, did I not, that we're going to see someone in not particular, it'll be on live TV, on wrestling. Somebody's going to die by taking these exponentially greater and greater risks for these momentary payoffs of an audience reacting and it going viral.
Yeah,
we're going to see someone die. And I said before even AEW started doing more and more of this stunt-like stuff, that it was likely we were going to see it on AEW based on its style. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, I don't even know what to say with that last one, because here's the sad thing. They're going to come right back next week and use light tubes.
Absolutely.
Not even think twice about what happened.
Because who was it? The one guy that's really popular doing that stuff. He and David Arquette. Didn't David Arquette almost die?
Yep.
Because of a light tube?
Yep.
And the guy himself that did it almost died at one point too, where he cut his artery in his arm.
Yep.
I'm off base. I'm just bitter.
Yeah.
I'm just a has-been bitter guy that's hanging around and just wants to complain. You're right. I'm completely out of the park with this, and I apologize, to everyone out there that I take that stance, because clearly the evidence shows that I'm just being ridiculous.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff?
There's the last one.
Is this all right to watch?
Yeah, this one's funny.
Pitty, but Mercy's got it.
Barbecue
Mercy
work.
up now.
Barbecue work.
Yeah. Hashtag family barbecue work. Hey, I don't think we'll be making fun of Dad and his jorts and his white New Balances again.
We broke a lot of ground today, Al. We broke a lot of new ground, man. Look at this. Oh,
yeah. And we broke a lot of new ground. We broke a lot of backs.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you'll think twice before you make fun of Dad's jorts and his webbed belt and his white New Balances again. I'll tell you that.
Oh my God.
If you are wanting to learn, family barbecue work, also hashtag human shield work. Like I told Vince, that course isn't very long, but you're going to have to pay the same amount of money. So, you're the only place where we're always on the cutting edge of the advancing our syllabi, staying ahead of the curve, and accepting the fact that wrestling's ever changing. Hashtag pogo stick work. I mean, always popular. You must bring your own pogo.
Oh, you don't supply the for the prices I'm paying. You don't supply the pogo stick.
Hey, you go to college, you got to buy your own books.
That's true. That is true. Good point, Al. Good point.
You got to buy your own class materials like pogo sticks. Pogo sticks don't grow on trees, especially these days. You know what I mean? It's not like you walk into Walmart or Dick's Sporting Goods and just hop out with a pogo stick. You know.
Yeah, good point.
All right, we'll go to the videos. First, I want to bring up this fire one he wants, so I have to do this one separately.
Yeah, watch this.
Oh my God, he took that fire right in the face.
That's a girl.
That's a girl.
Oh no, it's not. Are you
That
serious?
same girl, right? That
It's
is always
Mickey
getting her ass kicked.
Mickey Knuckles, yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's Mickey Knuckles. Somebody had told me about this like a week or two ago. It's just, my God.
That's not funny, bro. That had a burn like shit.
Well, I'm sure it did. But again, there was a conversation prior to this, and somebody went, "Yeah, that sounds pretty cool." How do you think this is going to go? We've set blankets or towels on fire, draped over barbed wire, and then you're going to get thrown headfirst.
I've got to assume too. It is October 3rd. I got to assume soon we're going to start seeing some nice pumpkin work. No?
Oh yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I mean, look, I found a couple videos that had cinder block work, and I was like, God, I remember the first time we saw that, and how long that wasn't, but just a month or two ago that we saw that, and we were like, oh my God. And now it's like passe. It's like,
look at all those light tubes, bro.
Look how high up they are. Again, they're on top of a scaffold. It's just like as if the drop from that height would be enough. We have to do the drop from that height with a wrestling move. Well, that's not going to be enough to beat him. Let's do a drop from that height with a wrestling move through a table. Well, that's not going to be enough to beat him. Well, let's do a drop from that height with a wrestling move through the table with light tubes. Well, that's not enough to beat him. Let's lay a plate of glass over it too. How about that? Oh, there you go. That's the ticket.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh good Lord Almighty!
It's on a trampoline of barbed wire.
Go back, Jeff. Go back.
Watch it again and just oh God.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh good Lord Almighty! You could just hear the
They eat that. They thrive on that holy shit, bro. That's the fuel, man. That is the fuel.
Yep.
What's next, Jeff?
Well, apparently this is not unique to just wrestling. This is some music festival and some rock guy with a fan.
Yes. Yeah, that's hashtag crowd participation work. That's what that is.
I love when you watch all of this, you see two things. Like, go back, look at the expression on the guy's face. You always see two things with this shit. Number one, they're preparing themselves like it's gonna hurt like shit.
Yeah,
and hold on for dear life. I mean, am I right or wrong? Look at this guy's face, Jeff, when he takes
as the guy's about to put the staplers head, you can actually over the music hear his asshole clench shut.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him, bro. Like seriously.
Yeah, and it looks like it's a sticker he's stapling to his head. I don't.
Look at the guy's face. Yeah, go ahead. I'm ready. Go. I don't know what's wrong.
How drunk or high do you think that guy is right now?
Probably not at all. Probably not at all.
He's probably, quite honestly, because he has a pretty conservative haircut. He's got glasses, right? I bet that guy like works in an office and like he's going to show up Monday morning with like the staple marks in his head, and they're going to be like, "What did you do, Duncan?" And he's going to be like, "Bro, I got so blasted at the concert. I had the guy, staple a $5 bill to my head."
Wait a minute. You don't think he's going to go to work with that thing still stapled in his head?
Well, his wife's probably going to make him take it out before the kids go to school and see him.
What's next?
That guy's got a wife and kids somewhere. That guy's bred. That guy has propagated the species. Do you understand?
What's next?
Yeah, I wrote hashtag good old Darby work.
Oh, that's Darby Allin again.
Yeah.
Look at that. Pow. That kid's going to be complete.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I watched Jeff Hardy when he gets, he and Matt both, when they get done and they just stuff and ice all over themselves. Look, I can't make any judgments. I'm a wreck from some of the stupid stuff I did. And again, okay, fine, you can do it. Does it? What purpose did it serve? Because I promise you, the guy, Darby did that. He didn't just get rolled in the ring and get beat. He had to have then had more offense, probably had a couple false finishes, and then Moxley had to do 10 other things to him to beat him. So it was pointless.
Yeah.
It was worthless to do.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff?
Harlan Abbott butterflies the arms.
And
Holds him high.
I don't need the top of my head work. Nope. Don't need that part of my skull anymore. Please give me a concussion. Could you do that one more time? In fact, they probably had a conversation in the back, and the guy was like, I dare you to give me a concussion. You know that? I dare you to pick me up and put me up as high as you can and drop me straight down like a timber right into the ground.
Harlan Abbott butterflies the arms.
Fence post me, bitch. Fence post me. Yeah. There we go.
Fighting, man.
But, people were stretchered out at ROH and AEW, and yet I'm crazy because I'm cautioning against doing some of this stuff. Yeah, I'm bitter. Oh, yeah.
What's next, Jeff?
Oh, here's good.
Wait,
Can we do that again? That's called hashtag how to take shit and make shoe polish all in one move.
I gotta watch this again.
Chicken shit into chicken salad. And every week, it's just more and more and more and more. They take bigger and bigger risks. And then we wonder why people, I'm going to say that somebody's going to die.
Yep.
Oh, you're so off base. Oh, you're right. Yeah. 2 people just got stretchered out last night, but you're right. I'm crazy.
What's next, Jeff? Oh, my
Look at this.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Again.
Come on, bro.
Take that back. A ladder as tall as the trees, just so he can take a bump backwards into light tubes on top of, again, a trampoline consisting of nothing but barbed wire.
But this isn't in the wrestling category. This
That's
isn't
at a wrestling match. That's at a wrestling show. Where else are you going to see somebody falling into light tubes? Circus? Where else are you going to see a barbed wire trampoline? You're only seeing that in wrestling. You ain't seeing that anywhere else. You know that.
What's next, Jeff? Ridiculous, man. Oh, did you hear that splat, bro? I heard that one, bro.
Well, do it again. Watch him swim in the air. Oh, that one hurt. Yeah. And then they just kind of tap him and like, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. Now he kind of went, like he's just short of the dock. He's about to drown. And look, the ref and this guy go, yeah, whatever. You'll be fine. Suck it up, buddy. Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff? Oh, my God.
Now, what's it going to be? Backslap driver. Oh!
God,
Can we do that one more time to really appreciate what's happening with
what they do to their necks, bro? What the shit they do with their necks, man?
Barbed wire that his head gets stuck in.
Stuff they have no freaking clue, man, what they're doing.
Guys, no!
There we go.
No!
Now, a nuance. First off, yes, on top of a mobile home. Second, yes, trampoline with barbed wire. Third, yes, Vince, this is wrestling, just so you're aware. 4, Watch as he hits and his head gets up underneath the barbed wire and he ricochets and the barbed wire like almost cuts his head off.
Yeah, it's stuck in his head.
Oh my God. Come on.
Look how it yanks him back down. It could have cut his throat. Could have sliced his jugular.
What's next, Jeff?
He only missed him by this much, only that much. And look how professionally they are dressed. You know,
I love the way he had the wall there to secure.
he had the wall there, hey, because you know what? The ref was out of position to hold his hand. So he had to do something, Vince. Come on.
What's
Not like he could athletically rely on his own balance. Again, hold on. There was a conversation prior to that happening where this kid went to the other kid and went, hey, I'm going to do a 450, springboard 450. You move. I'll just take it on the floor.
What is in this? Jeff, you're usually good at this. What's in this ring?
Well, we got the guy tied up with zip ties to the cage. We got that for sure.
Got a milk crate. We got a milk crate.
I was gonna say, yeah. Looks like we got
half a table. A table.
Broken table. I don't know. I can't tell what any of this other stuff is. And when we got a girl in there filming it too.
Yeah. She's in the cage filming it. And you know.
And then, but that's a weed whacker right there. So
we got a weed whacker. Okay.
Yeah. And his feet, those are his feet zip tied to the cage. Zip tied his feet to the cage. And how quick did he break those zip ties for a shoot? It didn't take much. I got to admire, though, much like National Geographic, when they put their photographers right in the field, you know, wrestling does the same thing. They've got that girl right there in the cage, being able to get every moment of this as the guy goes and gets a weed whacker, starts it up, and then proceeds to stick it right on the soles of this guy's feet. God,
what's next?
Bless.
Really close to the ring.
Did you see it?
No, did that blade catch him in the eye?
Look,
oh man!
Look, and he's out on his feet. Go back and watch it again. The chair turns, and the edge of it catches him right between the eyes.
Really close to the ring.
See it? Yeah.
Jesus!
And it just split him open.
The bad intentions caught him with the edge. Caught him with the edge.
Look at him. He's out.
Look at those people, man.
Look at him though. He's out. I mean, he's out on his feet. I wish we could have watched what happened afterwards, because I guarantee you the guy that threw the chair probably grabbed that guy and bumped him in some manner.
God,
and while the guy's already concussed, because you can see he's out.
What's next, Jeff?
Oh no! Not again!
Why? Again, no matter what you do in the ring, there is a risk inherent in it, the activity, that you are going to suffer a debilitating or life-altering injury. You just exponentially raised that risk ridiculously, off the charts.
What's next, Jeff?
Yeah, this is the last one.
Do we have Porky Pig work? Did I just get a glimpse?
Yes. Yeah. Hashtag Piggly Wiggly work.
The kids love it.
I don't understand why the rest of the entertainment industry look down on us as if we're just some carny cartoon spectacle of entertainment.
You know, I swear to God, when
seriously as an art, I just don't. I can't fathom, and I can't put my finger on why no one respects the wrestling business.
When you think about what how you guys trained and what it was all about and safety. And you think about, bro, the flat back bump.
Yeah.
Okay, the flat of your back. I mean, you talk about this all your time. The flat. We've gone from that to literally just snapping people's necks.
Oh, of course.
I can't. Do they like have no idea of the structure of their neck and how easily it can break? Like it blows my mind, bro.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You just asked probably one of the most ridiculous questions since we've been doing the show. You think that a person who's going to agree to do that move or any of the stuff we have on these videos is going to know now the human anatomy? Seriously?
It's unreal, man.
I'd be happy if they knew 1 and 1 was 2. Okay. And I know what I'm inferring. And let's face it, anybody with an IQ above their shoe size would be like, bro, what are you talking about? Climb to the top of the building? You're going to drop me head first through all of this to the ground? Sure, let's do it. That'll be cool. If you're wanting to learn how to best potentially have a lifelong debilitating injury, or potentially if you're just wanting to end it, you can go to OVW Academy. We are up on everything. We're working on right now fall guy work. That's where you're able to take another human being and literally jump off a building and be able to potentially walk away. We don't know. We didn't see the rest of the video, but fall guy work, because we made sure at the academy that our building was high enough and you can put you at a proper amount of risk. It's got to be at least 25 feet, no less, to really ensure the.
Now, if they won't jump off it on their own, will you push them off?
Well, yeah, we typically, at first, we have those people that are kind of novices and they have a little bit of questions. Just like when you go up in a plane and it's the first time you're skydiving, how they just shove them right out of the plane. We've got our teachers up there with you just in case you need that little extra bit of motivation to go right off the building. So you can go to ovwacademy.com today and you can find out all the syllabi on all the great work rate that's out there. Oh, here we go.
We ready for this, Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Look at this. Now let's go. Okay, let's just remind each other. What was this business? It's called a work, which means it's not real. You're not supposed to really be kicking somebody. And what's this guy doing? Just stomping a mud hole in this guy's head.
Well, Al, he could have, though. I mean, listen, let me be devil's advocate.
Yeah.
He could have had razor blades in his boots if he wanted to go to the next step. Right?
You were out of your mind.
That would have visually been better, right? If he would have had razor blades. Yeah.
We have a saying in the business, like when the guy gets stiff and hits another guy, it's like, oh, he was beating him like he owed him trans. That guy was kicking that guy in the head like he didn't know him trans. Like the guy being kicked in the head had a Sears charge card with a running balance. He bought a mower and a refrigerator, and that was a lot of money. He was kicking the crap out of him.
Unbelievable. What's next, Jeff?
It's gonna be crazy.
I don't know which was worse, the firecrackers or the fact that the guy stands up there and watches them start going off and goes, you know what would be a great idea? If I dive back first onto these as they explode.
I think this was the one you were talking about.
It's a bonfire.
It's a bonfire. Wait, there's a surprise. It's kind of like when you were a kid and you ate cereal and you'd find a prize in the box.
Yeah.
Watch this one.
Wrestlers in that casket.
Give me a minute. There he is. Look, he's trying to get out. They're going to kill him. Look, he's on fire.
He's got to be burning like hell, bro. Like, oh my God, bro.
It's still on fire.
There's no fire extinguisher. They're chanting, "You sick fuck." They're chanting out.
Yeah. what have I always said? When they do one thing, then it's like, now I have to outdo that. Now I have to outdo. They now are building a funeral pyre. Literally, they had a Viking funeral during a wrestling match. It's not enough now to set one person ablaze. Now we have to build a literally a bonfire with a casket and the guy inside the casket and roast him like an ear of corn. I mean, insane. Oh, Al, bro. You're so bitter. You're so hateful that, when you say somebody's going to die, you don't think that guy could have died? Do we even understand, like, burning at the stake? You idiots. Like, do you know that when people were burned at the stake, they didn't die from the fire? They died from asphyxiation because the flames drew out all the oxygen in the area. That guy's laying in there in the casket while that kind of a fire is going on around him. It's not just, it's pulling all the oxygen away from him. Yeah. Not to mention the carbon monoxide that's being created at the same time that he's breathing in. He could die. Of course, what did the very astute group of people do when they decided to do this? Hey, you think maybe we should have Fred run down to Home Depot and buy a fire extinguisher? We don't need that. We don't need that.
Look at these idiots walk in there to film it too. Look.
Yeah.
Look at the random
Look at the guy. He's trying to get the lid open.
He literally can't get out.
No, look, he's there. Look, he's pushing the table away. That's a human being that's hung out of the casket, and the fire is still going.
And he's still laying right there with the fire right next to him.
He's probably unconscious.
That's insane, bro.
Look. How long have we been doing this now? I can't even tell you. And I just keep finding, and I don't have to look. It just shows up more and more and more all the time. Where's it going to end? As if falling from that height wasn't enough, now we have to do a gainer as well. This looks like an Olympic diving event with no pool.
Go back again, bro.
It did. It does look like he's doing a dive, like twist and rotation.
Yeah. It's like Greg Louganis. What the hell? I mean,
what's next, Jeff?
Now, hold on before we go there. This is AEW.
More fire.
So now, what are we inspired? Where are we getting our inspiration? How many times we just recently we've seen the needle in the mouth, we saw cinder blocks, fire, glass. This is literally becoming a deathmatch show.
Yeah.
A flaming table, my God!
The table broke, sandwiched him, and then the fire didn't go out. And then the guy who just threw you through the table now has to help put you out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Doesn't that break the immersion a little bit? When we're gonna burn you, never mind, we're gonna put the fire out for you.
Yeah, it kind of kills the intent, don't you think?
And all this stuff. See, this is the big thing. All this stuff is forgotten 5 minutes later, man.
Absolutely.
None of it means anything, man. None of it.
It's done for shock value alone. That's it.
Yep.
None of it is going to be remembered. Not one bit. And if anyone listening wants to prove me wrong, here's the test I always do. Okay? When you were just a wrestling fan, the very first match that comes in your head, I want you to think of your favorite match when you were just a wrestling fan. Got in your head? Tell me something other than the finish. Exactly.
Yeah.
The only thing you'll remember is, and you'll only remember bits and pieces, maybe a high spot or so, but you'll really only remember the finish, and you'll really only remember who won, and you'll really, if you break it down, only remember how you felt. So why are you doing all this other stuff unless it's the thing that is going to beat the person that makes them remember?
Yeah, that's true. What's next, Jeff?
Right. No.
Jake positioning Palmer.
No.
Oh my God.
It's the old.
Did he just get pile driven onto nothing?
Yeah, it's a tombstone into the pit of hell. That's what that was.
Right.
No.
Jake positioning Palmer.
No.
Oh my God.
Where does it end? Seriously.
What's next, Jeff?
Here we go. Man, what the fuck?
The guy's just like he didn't know.
Hashtag DJ work. It wasn't what happened in the match. It was this guy.
What the heck?
Just went overboard with the sound effects and everything.
Wait a minute, Al. We're totally ignoring the blow up doll on the post, though, Al.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that.
There it is.
GJ Fat Mac.
Oh my God.
Him shaking his head is the best part.
Man,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
What's
And he's a mile away. Oh my God.
what's next, Jeff?
Oh my God! Just finds his way
Wait,
onto.
can you rewind that?
Yeah, he
to
laid
pay
himself
attention.
on the table.
Watch the guy literally just lay himself on the fucking table.
Is that Matt Cardona?
And
I think it is.
the crowd laughs too. The
Yeah.
crowd laughs. They see it and they laugh.
Yeah, I think that's Matt Cardona. I think Pentagon's up on the post.
Oh my God! Just finds his way onto that door. He's up and he's
That's it.
That was hashtag I've got nothing to live for anymore.
I thought it would have made it look like the guy was laying there playing possum, and then he was going to roll out of the way.
And he
That
didn't.
would have made sense.
Yeah, I know. What a swerve.
What's next, Jeff?
He better be.
Oh boy.
No, wait, hold on. You've got to again. This is like you've got to pay attention. Don't look at the top of the ladder. I want you to look at the bottom of the ladder.
Yep.
Please run it back, Jeff, and watch the bottom of the ladder.
He better be careful. He better be careful.
What did you see?
The referee was holding the ladder.
Two referees.
Oh, that was another one. I didn't know who it was.
there
Yeah.
were two referees, each holding a side of the ladder. Apparently, the guy that was on the mat must have pissed off all of the officials for the show. They got together, like, you know what? Fuck this guy. We're gonna get him. You need help holding the ladder, bro? Listen, we'll hold it for you. Okay?
Yeah.
That fucking prick.
What's next, Jeff?
This is not what I expected. We have fire! Oh my God!
Now, okay, hold on. Again, this is like a magic show. There's a lot of misdirection. What I want you to do is I want you to see the guy on the turnbuckle. Watch him as this person's setting. Take this all in. It's a door between two chairs covered in barbed wire and then set ablaze. So one thing is not enough. We've got to do numerous things, but watch the person on the turnbuckle the entire time. Just sit and patiently wait for this to take place and then get thrown at it again.
This
Go
is
ahead.
not what I expected.
Okay, hold on. Wait, run that back again. Watch as the person puts themselves on the turnbuckle as well.
This is not what I expected. We have fire! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Now, I don't know which is better. The fact that the door was on fire, he allowed himself to be thrown through it, or the fact that once he was thrown through it, the fire didn't go out and the barbed wire stuck the flaming door to his ass as he ran away.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to say. That barbed wire stuck to his clothing. If he would have went ablaze, he wouldn't have been able to get out.
There's the last one.
COD tomorrow.
Why? Why did someone not get the memo of the fact that CTE actually exists? Have we not, all of us, smartened up enough? I mean, do we not watch the news? Do we not? Even in the newsletters, they talk about it now, you know, and these guys are out there just waffling the shit out of each other. The only thing I can do is hope that way maybe they don't breed. If you're wanting to learn how to basically sacrifice yourself, much like the Aztecs used to do, where they would just have volunteers come up and have their heart cut out for the rain god, and you in a wrestling match decide, hey, I have nothing else to live for, so I'm just going to lay on this door while Pentagon, you know, splashes me through it. Or better yet, I'll climb to the top of the ring post for you and patiently wait while you set a door that's wrapped in barbed wire ablaze between two chairs so I can get thrown onto it. I just really don't care anymore. I don't have anything to live for. Well, you can learn all of that and more at the OVW Academy. You can go to ovwacademy.com. We are taking new enrollees for the January semester. The fall semester has just started this week. So
now the blow-up doll on the ring post, do they have to bring their own, or do you supply the blow-up doll?
No, I mean, well, you can purchase them. I mean, we do have school supplies for sale at the Academy. Cinder blocks, gasoline, that so that when we get into the syllabus of funeral pyre work, you know what I mean, where we even have you can purchase your own casket. So when we set that with a pile of kindling onto it, you can really experience what it's like to suffocate inside of the casket.
Bro, that's not a bad idea, Al. I just had an idea. If you a lot of these indie shows we're seeing are outdoors and stuff like this. What about this, bro? What about you rented an ice cream truck?
Oh yeah,
but you got all kinds of weapons they can buy and use. You sell on the truck, bro. What about that?
Because we've seen where they just wait patiently to get attacked, right? You bump the guy in the ring, you go out, you buy a barbed wire baseball bat from the ice cream truck, walk back in the ring, waffling. Yeah.
Wow, that might be something. Maybe
the guy gets up, does a little comeback. He puts the other guy down. He walks to the truck. He buys a weed whacker. He comes back.
I got to look into. I got to develop this idea.
Wait for the company to make more money.
This may be an unbelievable idea. Al, we got your clips up here, Al. Let's do the clips, Al.
Let's go. Let her run. Watch this. This is an AEW clip. I think this
is that Darby Allin?
Old Darby Allin.
That's old Darby, bro.
Old Darby Allin work.
Oh,
he'll be fine.
Go back. I want to see that one more time. Can we go back before you show this? I want to just see this one more time.
Watch the guy take the back bump on the stairs. Now Darby's going to climb to the top rope and do the coffin drop. Look at the distance. Okay, we got a perfectly good ring we could take a bump in. I don't want to do that. And bang. Why? What? And I promise you, again, how many times have I said it? I bet if we watched the whole video, they both got back in the ring and did more stuff. So what was the point of it all?
It looked like
they're physically going to pay a price.
If you go back real quick, Jeff, because it looks like freaking Darby took the blunt of this. Like it looked like Darby hurt himself more than the dude on the defensive. Look at that.
I don't know how the dude on the stairs, why he agreed, oh yeah, this will be good. I'll take a back bump off the post onto the steel stairs. Then I'll lay there for you to just fall backwards on top of me with no way for me to protect myself or for you to protect yourself. That'll work out just fine.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff? Uh-oh.
Yes. And you guys thought Ricochet was a wrestler. Now it's a type of work. That'll be going in the syllabi this week. Ricochet work.
What's next, Jeff?
Into Charlie Evans' head.
What is? Oh, come on! I hate these head. What is that?
Please.
I hate that spot. I hate more than anything else they do. That spot right
Any
now.
of those, even when they take those construction cleats and pound them into somebody's skull, and the guy, they just stand there like this and go, please stop. I can't put my hands up here and prevent you from doing this. Like, what is wrong?
Whoever started that bullshit, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Yeah, if you guys are on audio, it's the those sticks that they put in their heads, and there was two women, one pounding them right into the top of the head of the other girl.
Yeah, that's healthy.
Then,
that's safe.
Oh, it's I'm sure they've sterilized those. I mean, come on.
Now, at your school, do they have to bring their own sticks, or do you supply them?
We do. No, we sell them at the bookstore. We have a shelf, different items.
I have to hope you wash them after they're used. I mean, do you at least wash them out for the next person?
Of course, we just run them under a water in a sink and then put them right back on the shelf.
Oh God! What's next?
All right, this is a montage, all from the same match.
Yes.
Oh. Look at all that damage to the back, to the spine, over and over and over again. Yeah.
He threw a cinder block at him. Now there's another guy in there. Oh my God. I love it when you see the occasional actual wrestling move. Like the man he threw a cinder block at another human being, and then that couldn't beat the guy, but a stunner can. That makes complete sense.
All that could have been a finish of the match on its own.
Well,
every single one of those things.
I'm not going to
say the very first bump on the cinder blocks could have been enough.
I am not
a cinder block at his back.
I am not going to sit here and listen to you two insult these great performers that nothing could have finished the match. Jeff, if you notice, while the cinder blocks were being thrown around, there was a plastic water jug in that ring. That could have done quite a lot of damage. Al, a water jug to the head.
Oh yeah, you ever been hit with those things? They hurt.
What's next, Jeff?
I believe this is another AEW one.
More and guys, not for a stop for a second. Not for anything, you guys. We're not planting AEWs. We're just starting to see more and more AEW spots, right, Al?
And that's the God's honest truth.
Right.
The reason I ran this, the reason I picked this, I want you to take in the whole picture. What are they standing on the edge of? A giant fucking ring where it's padded and there is some give to it to where you can take bumps safely. Why would you bother suplexing a guy in the ring when you could do it on the floor? And here we go. Bang. Why?
I'll tell you why. Go back to the beginning so I could tell Al why. Go ahead, Jeff. I'll tell you when to stop. Go ahead. I stop right there. Okay. You want? What's the question now? Why, Al?
Well, yeah. Why?
Okay, can I answer that for you?
Yeah, please.
You see the guy to the far left with the red hat?
Yeah.
You see the goof next to him with the baseball cap? Then we got a lady goof. Then we got a fourth goof with a baseball hat. We're doing this to pop those four people. That's the answer to your question. We're doing this to pop those four people out. That's the answer to the question.
I say they're doing this to pop the boys in the back. They're not doing that to pop anybody in that audience. They're doing it to pop the boys in the back.
I would not take that. You'd have to pay me $1 million to take that bump. For $1 million, you could do that to me.
I've said it 1,000 times. There was a conversation in the back where one guy went to the other guy and said, "Hey, I want to do this suplex where I turn you and drop you on your back in between my legs. Oh, cool. Yeah, we can do that right in the center of the ring. No, I was thinking do it on the ring apron. I drop you to the floor. I go with you. What do you think? What? Yeah, I'll drop you on the floor. But we've got a ring and we can do it in the ring. Yeah, but that's not nearly as cool as dropping you on the floor. Yeah, but it hurts a lot more to drop me on the floor than it does in the ring, and it'll hurt you too. Yeah, but man, it'll be cool. We'll get a 5-star rating from Dave Meltzer. Okay, let's do it. Watch the yes.
Jesus, but see
run that back one more time. Let's watch this as this young man probably is falling to his death. Watch. Here we go. Bang. Oh my God.
They did get the air horn pop though, Al.
They did that.
We did. They did sound the air horn, bro.
It didn't compare to last week's DJ Frats, who was hitting the air horn on his.
Yes. All right, what's next, Jeff? What's next?
Watch this.
Bro, I love the other wrestlers.
Hashtag safety first work.
Well, and now look at the other wrestlers backing off from the Man of Fire. Look, they're backing off.
I would too. I don't want to get burned.
What's interesting about this is that is Bully Ray and Matt Cardona putting. Yes, that's Bully Ray on the left.
No.
Bully Ray on the left, Matt Cardona on the right. They're putting Joey Janela through the table. So
that's Matt Cardona, backing off, not even knowing what to do because the dude's on fire. Oh my God, bro! See, that's the guys. Look.
Yeah, Matt's like, I ain't got no part in this.
Oh man,
that was a Davey Boy Smith move right there. I didn't do it. I wasn't even there. I didn't do it.
What's next, Jeff? Oh no, U-Haul workout.
You got a moving truck. We got to use it. Oh,
Al, now you got to start renting U-Haul vans and bringing them in. What's that? The tuition's got to go up, Al. You can't keep adding these things to the syllabus at the same price.
Well, it's not like I can be irresponsible and put these young men and women out in the world without making them aware of the skills they need, like being able to jump off a fucking moving truck.
Play that one more time, Jeff. I want to see that again.
That's a long truck, too. That's one of the long ones.
It's like a 26-footer. This guy runs so long, he blows up before he jumped. He was like catching his breath as he jumped. He was like, ugh.
Bro, the best spot would have been for the guy to take the run and the jump, and then the circle just gets out of the way. That would have been a great spot. That I would have loved.
That would have been hilarious.
Got better nails there.
I do think that's one. Honestly, I do think that's one we'll see at AEW. I think we'll see the Beto nails at AEW.
Oh, we've already saw the cement block work, so I'm sure we'll see a better nails.
What's next, Jeff?
Or a better forks.
So we put through glass, firecrackers, and glass, right?
What is that, like red shit?
That's where the firecrackers were. He hit him with a chair.
Kicked out.
And he kicked out and stood up like nothing happened.
Hulk Hogan right here. Hulk Hogan.
If you owned this building, how likely would you be to ever rent to a professional wrestling organization again? After you just witnessed firecrackers being set off inside your building.
What's next, Jeff? Oh, God.
Follow the demons.
Look at
yeah. That was back. That was Garden Cathedral work.
Al, watch the slow-mo light tubes at the end. Watch.
Yeah. I think, Al, you also called this Mom's Gonna Be Upset work.
Oh, yeah, Mom's Gonna Be Pissed work.
Demons.
But look, what's the slow-mo? Look.
Yeah. Hashtag mom's gonna be pissed work.
Bro, you know, I swear to God, I don't know about you, man, but bro, when we were youngins, when we were kids, Al, you would build these little tiny ramps to drive your bicycle over. Now, do you know how long it took them to build that, bro? Stack on top of stack on top of stack.
And then get up on the second story of the house and take your brother in Death Valley driver him off into flames. Yeah.
What's next, Jeff? Oh man. Right
on the top edge of there's no way to protect yourself. There's no way to protect the other person. Why?
What is this fixation with? We've seen this a lot more frequently with men doing very brutal moves to women. It's not like a regular wrestling match. It's very brutal stuff.
Yeah, it is. And I don't know what the appeal is, and I don't know how it got started. It makes no sense. Look, to avoid any accusations of sexism, I have this conversation if it's two men, two guys, and one's 6'4", 310, and the other one is 5'8", 190, and the guy 5'8", 190 is doing stuff to the 6'4", 310 guy like they're both the same size.
Yeah.
You have a woman who's physically, visually smaller and lighter wrestling guys and doing the exact same moves to the guy that she would do to somebody her same size. That's twice the size of them. And then the guy does the exact same moves he would do to a guy similar size as him, and she just gets up and acts like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
And again, if we watch the rest of the video, I guarantee, even though it looked like it broke her spine over the backs of those chairs, she probably got up and got more offense on the guy.
Yeah.
They just completely take away any consequence or any believability to any of this. It's insane.
What's next, Jeff?
It's the last one. Oh, we got another montage.
Is this Tarzan?
I believe this is all the same match.
More firecrackers.
Watch that baby! Stole his ass! Watch that baby!
Watch that baby! Watch that baby! Could you run that back real quick, Jeff? Here we see the crack security team ensuring that everyone's safely being able to watch the spectacle of this match.
Watch that baby! Stole his ass! Watch that baby!
Like, is there an actual baby there? Like,
there has to be. There's gotta be. What else would he be talking about?
Hey, look, you remember when your parent, your dad would want to take you to watch wrestling? I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to take their kids to this shit? I want my children to watch that.
Freaking light tubes right to the nuts.
Right to the balls. Stop. This is awesome. This was what I was talking about last week. You think you've seen fire vents? You've not seen fire vents. Now you're going to see fire.
Because we need a weed whacker too, right? The fire's not enough.
And he falls into the kiddie pool. And he's still not able to put himself out. Oh my gosh.
Was the weed whacker necessary? Was the human torch not enough? We needed a weed whacker too.
Oh God. Like I've never done drugs. I've never done drugs in my life. But watching this right here, this clip, makes me think that's what it would look like if I was doing drugs. That would all make sense to me.
How did this guy stay on fire for so long, man?
And here's his only, nobody there.
Look at this, bro. That's 10 seconds.
And the only way he's going to put himself out is a kiddie pool that he barely fits in. while the other guy walks around with the weed whacker.
I love the way the hose was still in the kiddie pool. See the hose was still in.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Yeah, there's the hose.
Nobody has the fire extinguisher. Nah, we'll just we'll fill up our kids' kiddie pool, and
where are these things taking place? We're starting to see a lot of these outdoor type of.
I don't know, but you thought mom was hot when they fell off the roof. She's going to really be pissed when she sees what happened to the kiddie pool.
Oh God.
Vince was right. I mean, I'm going to have to buy myself a moving truck. And I got, to be able to run that length of the moving truck and still jump, you're going to have to train quite a bit on your cardio.
I'm just thinking, okay, seriously, Al adds this to the syllabus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How many kids you got at the school, would you say roughly?
Probably 15 or 20.
Okay, so now we got to run. We got to one by one. They got to run across. I mean, you could. That's the drill, right? That it's kind of like you guys used to hit. You guys used to hit the ropes. You guys used to hit. That's out. Now we go up to the top of the move. Okay, all right. One after the other.
Yeah, because the business has changed, Vince. It's not that old school stuff of hit the ropes now.
So does the human crash pad remain the same? Do they just stand back up for the next guy?
And then the other person takes the turn, and and the person that just dove takes the place, and it just keeps.
Oh, so the person that dove now becomes one of the crash, and one of the crash runs up the truck.
It's called returning the favor. That's what it is. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Listen,
now, do you have a whistle when you're running this drill? Do you blow a whistle when they need to go?
Oh no, you get them going.
You just say go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And look, the business clearly has passed you by.
Yeah.
People running the ropes when they can run off the top of a moving truck. Come on.
Yeah.
That's like people wanting to take a bump in the ring when they can do it on the floor.
That's silly. We're being silly now.
Yeah,
what else? Go ahead.
Bitter, and it's passed us by.
Yeah.
But as always, on the cutting edge of the syllabus, we also have human torch work and mom's going to be pissed work. Also, you got to bring your own kiddie pool for the human torch work if you're going to do that. We're not going to supply that. But you can go to ovwacademy.com for more information today on how you can potentially permanently maim yourself or paralyze yourself or emotionally wreck yourself.
All right. Yeah, I'm assuming this is gasoline.
No, it's not. Wait till you see what
okay.
Wait till you see what
salt in wounds.
Salt in the wounds.
He
poured salt in open wounds. We have taken this as far as it can go.
Well, wait a minute, Al. If you're going to add that to the curriculum with all the expenses you've had, this is cheap at least. All you got to do is go out and buy a 5-pound bag of salt, bro.
Well, gasoline's only, it's like $3 a gallon.
Yeah. So you'll get off
and
easy.
Now we understand why it's so hard to put fire out. Because a bottle of water costs more than a gallon of gas now.
There you go. Yes.
Especially if you buy it at the airport and then you got to pour it out right in the bucket before you walk through. And if it's explosive, what have they just done? Put a bomb right where everyone's walking.
Now, Al, I would have to assume, call me crazy.
I will.
I would have to assume we've never seen that before because it probably does burn like hell, bro. I would assume
it does. And guess what? We have updated the syllabus at the academy. It's hashtag Morton Salt Work.
So that's gotta burn like hell again. Al, going back to the conversation, in the locker room
out in Colorado. That's what he did.
Yeah. The conversation in the locker room. It's gonna burn just a little. It'll
sting. Be fine, though. It'll sting a little. Don't worry.
That's funny.
Yeah, bro. Go ahead. That'll be cool. I mean, the audience will love it.
Really pour it on there.
Yeah, pour it all.
Yeah. All right, what's next, Jeff? Oh my! Holy shit!
He really, legitimately
No way!
Look, he branded him Granted, he was the size of a steer and probably should have. But,
wait a minute. That's not gimmick.
And he's got udders too.
You see it?
Oh
Look.
my God, bro. That's legit.
Legit. Branded him.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Branded him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What? Imagine that conversation in the back. Oh, you know what? I've always wanted a tattoo. Yeah. I got something better. What about this, bro? What about this? What about if I heat up a branding iron, I set it on fire, and I just stick you on the side? You know, in an inconvenient place, you know, under your armpit on one of your
Oh my God.
What do you think? You think that would look good? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Why don't you do it? Okay. Crowd will love it. What if that was a work to convince an audience that he did it to beat the guy? I don't understand. I am completely lost. I'm bemused, befuddled, confused, confounded, astounded, in awe. Amazed.
What's next? I don't know how you top that.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah, I don't know how you top that.
I just don't know where to begin.
This Edge.
Apparently, I don't know. I was reading the description. This guy's pulling a tattoo needle out of his face. I don't know.
Oh, come on, Jeff. Yeah, gee. Hey, Al, will you stop sending this shit in?
It's a long one, too. Look. Why? What is the purpose in any of this? Seriously.
Play it through, Jeff.
It's over.
It's over. It's over.
Gee, what is wrong with these freaking people, bro?
Hey, Jeff, from now on, the next time I see one of those, I'm going to go #Vince will love this one.
Oh, my God. What is wrong? These people are literally mentally challenged. This is not normal behavior, bro.
Oh, it's normal. Yeah, you'll see that in AEW. You already saw them sticking a hypodermic in the guy's mouth. And for anybody out there, oh, Al's a hater. He saw in the cage, he stuck a hypodermic needle in the guy's mouth, bumped the guy on concrete blocks. We've seen tables on fire. We've seen Darby Allin go through glass. Tell me you're not going to see any of this. You're not going to see somebody on AEW go, oh, I got an idea. Why don't we get your back a bunch of times and I'll pour salt on you? I mean, yeah, we're going to see it. That's what's sad, is that this in wrestling shit, I've said it before, it doesn't roll downhill. It doesn't come from AEW down. Shit goes everywhere, like throwing it into a fan. Yeah. You know, that's where the term shit hits the fan, because it splatters everyone. And this stuff is inspiring and splattering everyone up and down the ladder.
He's got the hammer.
That's called combo work. Did you realize who that guy was?
No, play it back. I have no idea, Al.
That's a fan who got in the ring. That's why watch the wrestler do what they do to get him out. And then he decides, hey, I've seen this on TV.
Oh, my God. Holy mackerel. Look at this.
Now, there are probably people that are watching this and they go, Al, why didn't you tell Vince right off the bat? Here's why. Do you know what's really sad about this video?
Yeah. I couldn't tell a wrestler from a fan. I couldn't tell a wrestler from a fan. 1,000%. Unbelievable. 1,000%. Wow.
You can't tell the wrestlers in the ring from the fan who came out of the audience.
Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. What's next, Jeff? What is that? Oh, my. Oh, that's a wrap. They're wrapped together and they didn't break.
They did.
Well, no, it sliced his arm open. Watch all the blood.
Okay. Okay.
No, you got to see all the blood just start spilling onto his pants.
Look at the amount they hit an artery. The guy that hit an artery.
And this is the best part. You know that this isn't a doctor. This is the promoter.
Yeah, and he wraps tape around his arm to basically address the wound.
Wait a minute. Is that electrical tape?
Yes, that's electrical tape.
Yeah, GCW chant.
Is it ECW or GCW? GCW. Come on, Al. GCW.
Yeah, apparently this is the owner of GCW taping this guy up so he can get back in the match after that.
This is sick.
The guy has cut an artery. Do you understand?
This is sick. This is sick.
An artery. The guy's arm's limp. He can't move his arm.
Unbelievable.
He's not even a doctor. This guy could have died.
He's like, hey, listen, take some of this electrical tape. See me in the morning.
So we don't know the wrestlers from the fans, and we don't know the doctors from the promoters.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh my God. These people are sick. They're sick, man. What's next, Jeff?
Quality. Hashtag monkey bar work.
I was waiting for that whole thing to come down. That's right.
I was too. That would have been the
That's right. I thought we were going with that. What's next, Jeff? Oh my God.
Pencil work.
Yeah.
Hashtag lead poisoning work. Why don't we use lead paint anymore? Because kids like Vince used to lick the walls.
What is this now? What are we doing here now?
We have a star of light tubes.
Yeah, it's a
star of light tubes. and backwards.
You can't. Hey, listen. You don't just jump forwards from a high angle. Come on.
I don't know what's going on here. This one, Al, you might have to explain this to all of us.
I will. Give me a chance. I'm not really sure either. I think that was another hashtag mom's going to be pissed because
wait a minute, hold on. Is he's sitting on a chair?
Plastic, one of those white plastic lawn chairs.
But how does he get that on the top of a ladder?
Listen, we don't ask how. Okay. If you ask how, things will never get done, Vince.
How is he doing this?
You just do. It's like Nike. Just do it. All right. Look, there's nobody there. He just did it. He just jumped off the ladder.
I'm just trying to figure out, how did he balance that chair on a freaking ladder?
Listen, when you have that kind of technical expertise and athletic ability, there's no explanation needed. I'm telling you.
What's next, Jeff? Unbelievable, man. This may be the worst crop we've ever seen.
Yeah. You know what that is? Hashtag horse trailer work. Why? Anything, any kind of vehicle that's pulled up by the building, we've got to jump off of.
You're going to have to offset the salt with the horse trailer now. See, it just went up.
Last week. Now I've got to update the syllabus again.
Budget just went back up.
Moving truck, jumping off a moving truck, one that's long enough to where you blow yourself up before you jump off. Now we've got horse trailer work. I mean,
what's next, Jeff?
Yeah, hashtag vehicular manslaughter work.
Yeah, I guess they got a drone. They knew this was going to be a big thing, so they got a drone to film the up top angle on.
Wait, go back to the original.
Have enough proper evidence for the lawsuit. I mean,
are they trying? Is this gimmick in any way, shape, or form? Go back to the original Impact, Jeff.
Well, yeah, this is it too.
He hit him with a car, Vince.
Yeah, I don't think it's a gimmick car.
There's no gimmick. There's no work to this. He hit him with a car.
Well, they gimmicked the chair at AEW. They gimmicked the chair, so this card could be gimmicked.
Well, yeah, it could be gimmicked. Nope, it's not gimmick. He hit him with a fucking car. Again.
Bro, I'm asking you a legitimate question. This
Ask
is
away.
absolutely
Ask away.
legitimate. Absolutely legitimate.
Ask away.
Say without their freaking knowledge. Without their knowledge, there's literally a cop nearby watching this.
Yeah.
Is the driver of that car arrested?
Yes. Yes. Now, in their defense,
the car was worked in their defense.
Well, it's a worked vehicle.
It's a Nerf car. It's a Nerf car.
If it was AEW, it's a worked vehicle.
Okay, Al, let's go.
You know what, Al? You go too far. You know what I mean? You're just a bitter guy who just, you hate on this stuff. It takes talent to be able to have somebody pour salt in my back. It takes talent to cut my artery. It takes talent to run a light tube like we've seen clear through a guy's arm. It takes talent to do this. It's an art, Al. And you're just bitter that you can't do it. You know what? You're right. I can't allow somebody to shoot me with a 22 caliber pistol. You know why? Because my IQ is a little bit more than my shoe size. That's why. Yeah.
All right, Al. What's next now? Go ahead. We did the school. We did the OVW. We got on natural.
OVWacademy.com because, again, cutting edge. You can, in the bookstore, buy your own 22 caliber pistol and ammo and practice trying to graze fellow students anytime you wish.
All right, go ahead, Jeff. What do we got? Batter up.
We got a thumbtack bat, if you could.
Thumbtack bat. That's hashtag hair transplant work. He's partially balding. Now he's got a full head. He's got thumbtacks where the bald spot was. Good stuff, man. Hashtag hair transplant work.
Solid floor.
Yeah, hashtag floor work.
But watch this. Watch how he ruins this entire thing.
What the heck was that?
It's like his boyfriend.
I'm okay!
Yeah, what an idiot. He could have had so much sympathy. I remember when Serena Deeb was in OVW and she would do this move where she would literally take a bump through the ropes. It looked devastating. And, the audience always bought it, believed that she died because it was such a crash and burn. Literally, like she'd do a tope, a suicide dive through the ropes when she get thrown out of the ring. And everybody in the building was like, oh my God, is she okay? And one night she stood up and was like, I'm fine. And I went, don't ever do that again. If you're going to take that risk, use it. Take advantage of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crawl back in the ring like you're barely alive, And then she started doing that. And God, it just transformed everything from that point forward. But the guy's an idiot. He just took that risk, took that bump, got hurt. And for what? Nothing. He buried it himself.
I don't know how he didn't break his tailbone on that.
I know it. Yeah.
What's next, Jeff?
So we got a male and a female here. I think this is the same woman we see in all these hardcore videos.
She's the one that ran into the flaming blanket on the barbed wire and caught her head on fire. Jesus Christ. Can you run that back one more time? Can you run that back one more time? Here we are. We're talking about reasonable risk. You know what I mean? Now look, the two of these people are up on a scaffold.
Is that Kevin Owens?
Which one?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Looks like we got something. It looks like we got the explosion actually plugged in here. I see a power cord there.
Yeah, exploding table, light tubes. That's called hashtag smorgasbord work.
God. What's next?
Hashtag golden corral work. Nothing but a buffet. A buffet of bullshit. Look at this.
Oh, wait, what was that? What was that?
I hope it's okay, but I can't help but laugh.
Is this Ring of Honor, Jeff? This looks like it might be.
I think it is.
I don't know, but I know, like this guy could have died, and I can't help but laugh at how stupid this is.
Watch. Up, bang. What was he even attempting to do?
I have no. Play that again, Jeff.
Oh my God.
Jeff, what's next? What's next? Oh, what was this?
It's very fast. Yeah,
that was a quick swing and a miss.
Boop. Just that ring apron. In AEW that wouldn't happen. They've made it an additional 2 feet wide. So
what's next, Jeff?
So explain that. There's a wider apron in the AEW ring than
there is. Yeah. That to allow for more space so they can do moves on it, which is insane. I when I heard that, I was like, what? Because I looked at when I was at one of the shows and I was looking at the ring, and I was like, boy, that ring apron looks pretty expansive. And I was told that, it was made that way on purpose so that they were able to take bumps on it.
Apron work. Yeah.
Apron work. Hashtag apron work. Always safe. Always.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeff.
Mascot's his face. Wow. Take it in, folks. Deja vu all over again.
Yeah. Hashtag midget Spider-Man work.
So, play that again. I couldn't even follow that, bro. I was trying to follow. I couldn't even follow that.
Hashtag ballroom dancing work.
Yeah.
Mascot's his face. Wow. Take it in, folks. Deja vu all over again.
They love that, man. People love that crap.
Oh, yeah. That's hashtag dad's going to be pissed.
Look at this. Right through the truck.
Yeah. Dad's going to have to fix the roof work right through the moving truck.
Oh, my God. What's next, Jeff?
Why not?
Oh,
yeah. This one I can't figure out. It's very similar to the one we had last week where the guy jumped on the light tubes and the guy wasn't even there.
Yeah.
What is this guy doing? There's nobody there.
None. There's nobody at all. He just jumps with the chair. It was a different angle of what we saw last week. There's nobody.
No, this is a different one because that one was outside. This is
that's right. Yeah. You're right. And nobody pushes him off the balcony. Nothing. He voluntarily does this to himself. Why? I have no idea.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And again, we just keep trying to get that respect from everybody else. Can't understand why.
Unbelievable.
No, this is the same guy. That was the same guy that just jumped off the balcony. He now blows himself up with firecrackers. Here I was. Saturday, I went to an appearance in Tennessee, right? And I'm driving around the great state of Tennessee, and I'm like, man, I never realized there was such a high demand for fireworks because there were so many fireworks stores. Now I know why. It's because every weekend there are shows like this that they need to supply with fireworks.
What's next, Jeff?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It almost looks like a clothesline of light tubes.
Is that what it is?
I think it is. Yeah. Again, this is another hashtag mom's going to be pissed when she gets
so they got lattice. I think they call that shit lattice, and they've got the light bulbs through the lattice.
Yeah, that they took that from Mom's Garden. She's going to get hot.
That's pretty smart though, the way they did that with the lattice. I like that.
Yeah, really shows some engineering daring there, you know.
Go back one more time, Jeff.
Look how far this guy flies when he hits the ground.
Yeah, bang, and he just
oh God. What's next, Jeff?
All right, this is the last one.
Thank God for these people. He hit him with a car.
We're starting to see more and more of the call work.
Of course. Hey, don't think it ain't going to come up on AEW. Everything else has. He did. No, wait. I want you to watch this. He legitimately hits him with an automobile. Watch him fly over the top of the roof of the car. Watch.
It looks like when they shoot a crash test dummy out of the seat and it flips.
Yeah. Watch as he flips. Such a moron. if you're interested in all of the different types of work that we witnessed today alone, you know, things that will piss off dad, ruining the moving truck, pissing off mom with the lattice work, you know, hashtag how to literally cause yourself a concussion by just jumping off the turnbuckle.
Human accordion work.
Yes. All there. We're always updating the syllabus, trying to stay on cutting edge of all the possible ring work. We've moved well beyond just rope work into high quality other aspects of work.
All right, what do we got, Jeff, for out?
We got some good ones. Hashtag put the table through your opponent work.
And there was an assist. Go back. There was an assist by the referee. Watch this.
Yeah, the
referee helps him flip the table. Look.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Back in the day, there were only two jobs by the referee, and that was to ensure the safety of the competitor and to make sure for a fair and equitable contest. Now they're there to give a hand for ladders.
Yeah, helping hand. Yeah.
Yep.
What's next, Jeff? Oh, no.
Watch this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was that close. Face first into the rail.
He had to knock out a couple teeth.
And watch. Look at the guy. Look at the guy that's sitting on the rail. He's an idiot.
He had to knock out a couple teeth on that.
He wasn't even close. Run that back. I don't even know what he was aiming at. The guy's at least 2 feet away. Look at this. Oh.
Yeah, the guy didn't even have to move out of the way, but he wasn't even.
The guy didn't even flinch. He was celebrating the whole time.
What's next, Jeff? Come on, man. Are you serious?
Yeah. Hashtag electric drill work. We've went so far that now they're trepanning each other's fucking heads in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, what?
It's a surgical thing where you literally.
What's it called?
Trepanning.
Never heard that word in my life. Yeah. I think you just made it up, Al.
I did not.
What's next, Jeff?
This is a compilation. It's going to go quick. So if
it's going to go quick. Listen though, all of it's priceless. I promise you.
Right, I'm glued. I'm ready.
Ready. Trash can work. Watch this. Look at that. Picnic table work. Oh, the good old. Oh.
How's that guy not have messed up kidneys after that jump?
Well, hashtag mom's going to be pissed work.
Oh, God. Look at these idiots. Look at these freaking idiots. Oh!
Right in the dirt.
Oh, my God.
Oh. Somebody's going to get heat for ruining mom's poker table chairs. I'm telling you.
I love the background music, man.
Yeah.
What's next, Jeff?
Okay.
Wait a minute. Does the guy have his ass out on the?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm watching the action.
I wanted to see if you caught it or not.
I thought I saw an ass crack in the left.
You don't just see ass crack. You literally see his nut hanging on the turnbuckle.
Holy shit! That was random.
I didn't say anything because I wanted to see if you noticed it or not.
Oh my God!
What is he doing?
Look. He's bare ass naked on the turnbuckle.
Oh my God!
And then his balls are hanging off the turnbuckle. Run it back and look. You can see his balls are hanging down here.
He starts humping. He starts humping
the turnbuckle as these guys are wrestling. And I like the background music too.
That music I didn't do. That one was on the video.
It's just jazzy, kind of upbeat with a big naked ass sitting on.
This is bizarre. That was bizarre. That was bizarre. What's next, Jeff?
Guess what? You're probably going to see it on AEW next week.
Trusty stick here. Pulling a fireball in the face. face.
Look at the scorch mark. Anybody that will tell you that's fake, look at the scorch mark on the mask. Jesus Christ.
A fireball in the face.
Oh, God.
What's next, Jeff?
Van Gogh, and that's a mistake. Van
Oh, no. Wait, what are we doing?
Monkey
What are we
bar
doing?
Hashtag monkey bar work.
into a splash.
I bet he kicked out.
I thought the sprinkler was going to go off for a second.
Oh, that would have been tremendous.
That would have been tremendous. What's next, Jeff? Oh, no. Wait, is that a dude or a girl or what? What is that?
No, but that's a hypodermic needle stuck in his
No, those are scissors. Those are scissors.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. She's got scissors? Oh, man, bro. God almighty.
Yeah. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going.
Yeah, I think it's on her tongue. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
I think the scissors are through her tongue somehow.
Oh,
jeez.
All right, what's next, Jeff? Come on.
Something wrong with these people.
This is just suicidal.
Yeah, it is. It was.
Yeah.
Play that again, bro.
That was not an overstatement, I'll tell you that.
Play that again. Oh my! Look at this guy's neck, man. Look like a freaking twig. It's like a twig. Look at this, bro.
Oh, good Lord.
What's next, Jeff?
There's the last one. Right on the floor.
That was bad. That was bad crowd work. Look.
Yeah, right.
I
Exactly.
moved. The guy out of the way at the last minute.
What if he didn't move? They don't even care that they're going right out in the crowd.
Bro, these are starting to look more and more like human cockfights, man. Right? Look at this. Is this a human cockfight that's underground somewhere? And oh my God, bro!
I would have that one video where the naked guy was up on the turnbuckle. That was a human cockfight. I mean, let's face it.
Oh my God! All right. Now, what's going on?
His testicles were hanging down there, like from your rear view mirror, like it was an air freshener.
Oh God! Al, all right, Al. Enough with the ball air fresheners. Al, what's going? Al, come on, we got.
I can't imagine that would have made your car too fresh, though.
Yeah, Al, what's going on in your world, man? It's Thursday night, Al.
Hey, look, we keep updating the syllabus every single week. This week, who knew it? We've really taken an intensive dive into ball sack work. Now, you properly disrobe and then mount yourself onto.
If somebody is required to hang their ball sack on the turnbuckle, do you supply the towel? Are they going to put it on the towel or on the actual turnbuckle?
Oh, they're going to put it on the actual turnbuckle. I mean, safety first. I mean, the towels just might wrap up around it, and they've got to properly stretch out. You know what I mean? Really get limber and to where those hang down there far enough to where we can see them. So I would have wanted to watch the rest of that video to just see where.
Me too. I would have loved to see where that was going, man.
I have a feeling that after the airplane spin, the guy was going to be drunk enough to have his face put in that guy's ass.
Yeah,
I don't know. But you can learn that and much more at OVWacademy.com, the only trade school for professional wrestling in the world, where you learn skills like ball sack work. Like you can now hang them from your mirror too. It just gets better and better every single week. I'm telling you. Or scissor work. You can just, and I'm not talking like the fun stuff with two women. I'm talking about with, putting it on the tongue. Anyways, OVWacademy.com. Let's go to videos. We've got some good ones this week. Still on fire. Look at the referee.
Oh shit!
There's so much here. There's so much here.
There's a lot to unpack.
Yes.
First off, pay attention to the guy who gets dropped into the fire pit of light bulbs, burning light bulbs. Okay. Fire's not enough anymore. Now we've got to combine these things. He rolls off. His back is still on fire as the guy's covering him. Okay. And the referee is down here on the floor taking a water bottle, dousing him like he's a priest in the Catholic diocese, trying to, I bless you, I bless you, trying to put the flames out. When are we ever going? When are we ever going to realize we might need a fire extinguisher if we're using fire on the show?
What I want to know is, what the hell was the finish? This guy kicked out.
He kicked out of being dropped in burning light bulbs. It is still on fire. Look at him. He's still on fire. They're throwing water on him still. The fat bastard covered him, couldn't smother the flames out with his blubber, and the guy was still on fire. You want me to allow you to pin me just after you've sidewalk slammed me into light tubes and fire, and my asshole is still in flames? Brother, I can't go down like that. I look weak. Oh, this was an oldie but a goodie. Yeah. I don't need that brain. Nah.
The whiplash on those must be insane.
Oh, and the concussion, incredible. The very first one, he's there. Look, right there's a concussion. There's the second one. Here's the third one. Okay, hold on. How irresponsible and how ultimately disrespectful was that? Seriously. You're entrusted. This small kid is entrusting this other guy with his health and well-being while in the ring. And the guy literally did nothing to protect him and did it all just to go viral and to make, and look impressive. And just completely shit on the health and well-being of the other guy. How often do we see that nowadays?
Yeah.
I mean, every video we play, it's not about, again, the definition of a work is, one, make an audience believe the lie, which is that you're trying to use what you're doing to win and not lose. And two is leave the ring in the same condition you walked in so that you can continue to make money. These guys don't care. All they care about is themselves. So self-centered. I mean, and so disrespectful. Yeah. You know what? I don't need that neck. Please just go. Yeah, there you go. I want multiple ones of these in a match because, one should be enough to beat me, but you need to do at least 5 or 6. Again, Cody Rhodes had to use 5 crossroads to beat Roman Reigns.
What has happened to I don't ever remember growing up German suplexes looking like that.
They weren't. And it's because now those German suplexes aren't being done for the audience. If you just did a regular German suplex, the audience would be just as impressed because they don't know how it feels. But now it's impressing the people in the back or impressing the smart or well-educated, well-informed, I should say, wrestling fans who are going to write a report. So now you're visually doing something that puts a much greater physical risk on the other person just to impress somebody that gets it and not the entire audience that doesn't understand the increased risk or injury thereof. And you make everything you're doing mean less because you're doing it not once, but 5 or 6 times in a row. Well, if you couldn't beat them with 1, how are you going to beat them with 5? If you couldn't hurt them with 1, how are you going to hurt them with 5? Missed him by this much. You know why that guy's willing to take that risk and do that? Because he doesn't have to work the next night. That's the one night that month he had to work. He did not have to work Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night with ribs that are bruised or broken from where he did that stupid dive. He just had to work that one night. Now he doesn't have to work anymore until the following week or the following month. You know what I mean? And so he's willing to. That's why a lot of them take these chances physically, because they don't have to get up the next morning and go back in the ring the very next night and then work hurt. Oh, and somebody's unconscious. Look at that.
He's out.
He's out. Now, watch this, right? He's what? Unconscious. Let's go rewind back to the big guy that did these 4 power bombs on the guy and whiplashed the shit out of him on each one. What do you think happened to that guy's brain? Look at this. He doesn't even hit nearly, the guy that just got knocked out didn't even hit nearly with this impact. Look, I'm telling you, that's gonna affect that kid for the rest of his life. Look, oopsie daisy. I bet got in the bag like, man, you blew my spot. They probably didn't really say that because he probably can't remember he did the spot. Watch this. I don't need that neck.
I mean, you can see how slippery, the shiny the floor is just from looking at it.
Yeah. Hashtag great table work.
God. He just jumped right to the floor.
Yeah, and dropped him on his head. The guy could have died. The guy taking that pile driver could have died. You know? Could have died. Not exaggerating. Again, oh, you're just being, you're being bitter. Really? Like, you can't watch that and tell me that the odds are that guy could have died? Okay. You're an idiot. Or you're blind. Watch, here we go again.
Tito has just had his first
What happened to just putting somebody through the table? Now we've got to jump off a ring apron with them head first and put them through a table. And we don't see the rest of the match, but what makes you we saw a guy go through light tubes that were on fire and he kicked out. What makes you think that guy didn't throw that guy back in the ring and have him kick out?
If I had to bet, I would bet that was not the end of the match.
I would almost guarantee it. Seriously.
This structure is amazing.
When did they have the time to build this in the match?
Looks like we even got the box of light tubes right there. I see some
right there. Yeah.
Tape and
man, I'm telling you, my fluorescent light tubes in my kitchen never go out. I'm going to be so hot when I show up at Home Depot and they're all gone because they've been doing some dumb wrestling match. Golly, we have gone so far. Now they are setting fans on top of a table so he can take a bump through a fan through a table. I mean,
yeah, if you're on the audio, not a fan in the crowd, an actual fan that's on and blades spinning.
Blades are spinning. It's an exposed fan blade. And he just knocks the table over. His fat ass didn't even hit the table square enough to break the fan and break the table. It just shot across a slick floor. God, what a turd. You screwed up a stupid bump, you moron. Good Lord. How untalented can you be?
It was almost like he was trying to avoid the fan.
He was. Well, I don't blame him. I mean, he got up there and was like, I don't know. This might not be a good idea after all. Now you think about that? Really? What about when you were having the conversation in the back and you didn't just kind of speak up and go, excuse me. You're saying there's going to be an open fan? Yeah, we're going to take the insides of a box fan out of the box. And we're going to set, that one you set in the window in your house? Yeah. We're going to take that apart. We're going to just have the blade spinning like a food processor on the table. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Well, you're going to get on the bottom rope. Yeah. On the outside of the ring? Yeah, on the outside of the ring, because the table's going to be on the floor. Okay. And then the fan, that spinning blade of death, is going to be on top of the table. Yeah. What do I do then? Well, then you're going to fall backwards onto the fan blade as it's cutting you and you crash through the table. What do you think? Yeah, sounds good. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Did this girl get kicked in the head?
Yes, she did. Yes. And the guy, watch the guy on the floor. He literally goes, you know what? Nope. On second thought, because he's going to catch him. He makes like he's going to catch him and then goes, psych. No, I'm not doing it. And the guy hits the barrier and upside down, and his foot slaps the face of a girl in the audience. That's a
her.
lawsuit. That's an enormous lawsuit. And the guy watching when he walks away, like, yeah, they ain't catching that. But he goes psych and just moves his hands and walks off. And the guy collides into the audience. Good Lord. They must have incredible liability insurance. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is one of my favorite clips of the week. God, the epitome of stupidity. The epitome of stupidity.
I don't even.
That's at a major show.
Yeah, I don't even see how you take this safely at all. Like
it looks to me like in the ring is at least a 20-foot step ladder. Does that not? I'm pretty close because we have one at the arena that we use to access the lights in the ceiling. That's at least a 20-foot step ladder.
Yeah, because you look at the height of them compared to the ladder.
Yeah,
so if you figure they're 6 foot. Yeah.
So that's at least a 20-foot step ladder. There's a guy clear at the top. 2 guys are holding the legs at the bottom, and there is an 8-foot step ladder bridging between the ring apron and the barrier, and they're pushing the guy over. Now, again, I'm not the best at geometry or at algebra, but I'm pretty good at judging distances. This 20-foot ladder is right up by the rope, 20 feet, and you've got an 8-foot landing space. Now, the guy's at the top of the 20 feet. The bottom of the ladder is only at the top of the top rope. So the top rope is probably 5 feet. That means it gives you 15 feet of distance to traverse. What do you think's probably likely to happen?
You're going to weigh
exactly what occurred. The guy overshot the end of the ladder, colliding with his spine on the top of the other ladder into the audience. Why did that happen? Well, Mr. Wizard, that would be because we don't understand, one, the laws of gravity or physics or algebra or geometry. 20 feet trying to land on 8 feet ain't going to match up. I'm not knocking the guy. Please run that back.
Jesus.
Yeah, now, for anybody listening, we're watching a video of 2 guys at an independent show. They're on the top rope. One is on the turnbuckles, the actual metal turnbuckles, standing on the top pole, while the other guy is inside, got his back to the inside of the ring. The guy on the pole has got his back to the outside of the ring. He's going to hurricanrana him off the top rope. Again, in the conversation backstage, I don't know how either one of these people thought that this was going to go well or go safely, and that neither one was going to have any risk of injury. I really don't. He literally dropped him head first right on the floor. And the guy willingly took the bump. So at some point, do you think the guy in the back is at fault? The guy that took the bump is at fault because he could have went, hey, are you out of your mind? I'm going to literally bump onto a cement floor. Nah, let's do it. I'm invulnerable. I'm young. I won't have to pay for that for the next 20 years. Oh, here we go. The old staple the dollar bill to his arm.
One staple wasn't enough.
No, we had to make sure it was really secure. And now we're going to go to the other arm because you don't need it to be out of balance. You know what I mean? It really fucks up the feng shui of the whole stapling of the dollar bills. Here's the thing. These guys on the independents complain about not getting paid, and he just took $2 of his pay and stapled it to another guy's arms. That's gas money.
Yep.
You know, that's a hot dog at Pilot. And now you're like, oh, they're not paying me. Well, you just took your payoff and stapled it to your opponent. You clearly didn't need it.
Here's the last one.
What? So fuck.
It's so stupid. I'm gonna jump right onto cinder blocks, back and ass.
And look, here we're gonna build a platform of cinder blocks. He's got it's 4x4. He's got 4 and then another 4. So he's got like a patio going on in the ring. Okay. This looks like what your dad would have built so you could have cookouts in the summertime. It's in the ring. There's a guy laying on the patio of cinder blocks, And then the other guy's on the top rope. As he jumps, he's told this guy, hey, look, move. Okay, I'm going to do a senton. I'm going to land with my back where you're no longer at, and I'm going to just land on the cinder blocks. Should be fine. I'm sure it won't be any problem. I probably won't have a hematoma or like a blood clot that'll develop. Possible broken ribs. Who cares? It's a great spot. What do you think? Oh, and what a shot. Here, could you run that back again? And here's the real reason I sent this video to you. Here's what I want you to watch, Jeff. The look of surprise when he hits on his face, like, oh shit, that really hurt. Watch. Oh my God. Oh, what was I thinking? How stupid am I? What it took you. Look, I don't have to ever jump off of anything and land on the cement to realize landing on the cement's going to hurt. It took him putting 8 cinder blocks in the ring. How long did it take to build the patio? And really, we have to really criticize him because we don't see any lawn furniture out on the patio. I mean, where's everybody going to sit? There's no drink holders. There's, no paper plates. I mean, how are you going to have a barbecue? But no, we're going to use it as a spot to where we jump off and land on the cinder blocks. And what did the audience do? How did they react? Did they scream and hop? No, they just went, ah, and just like, what an idiot. What a moron.
Well, what's going on with you, Al?
Well, I got to tell you, again, we continue to raise the bar at the OVW Academy. I mean, we've learned a lot of new work rates today. Rate of work, I guess, which is like miles per hour. I don't know. Guys, let's face it. The wrestling business continues to evolve. So, we are now creating new syllabuses like hashtag patio building work, where you're going to literally construct a patio where you can have a barbecue to where you can have your opponent jump off and you can move and they can take a bump on it and be surprised that it hurt. You can have flaming light tubes where even when the fat bastard who's covering you is not enough to snuff the flames, but yet don't worry, if you're possessed, the referees are now priests of the fatherhood and they will bless you and exorcise those demons that are coming out your asshole. Kind of like where the one guy shot flames from his mouth and from his asshole at the same time. And if you ever doubted that your mouth is directly connected by a tube to your asshole, that proved it. And if you want to learn all of that, you can go to the only professional wrestling school that is actually certified as a trade school for professional wrestling, sports entertainment, broadcasting, and apparently stunt work. And that's ovwacademy.com. Check it out. You get all the questions answered there. You can check out the syllabus to keep you on the cutting edge of work rate, rope work, etc. Really know how to do things and draw money. Granted, you can also learn how to do financial management. We do offer that where you take your payoff of $2 and you staple it to your opponents. That way you can't afford gas or the hot dog at Pilot on the way home.
All right, go ahead, Jeff. Play the clip, man.
Now, wait. This is of all time. Listen, I got to preface this. This is my favorite video of all time.
No way.
All right?
No way.
This is
everything we've seen. Wait a minute.
This chick
you can't
is
say
about
that.
to jump off.
The young lady.
Okay,
say young
girl,
lady. Young lady.
This young lady.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Is about to jump off a balcony and now grabs her mom and tries to coax her mom into doing it with her.
Oh my.
Asking my mom to jump off the metro mezzanine with me.
Look, here, mom. Come here, mom. Yeah. And her mom's like, you're out of your mind. No way. Look, I've been through menopause. Okay. But watch, mom. This will be fine. we literally brought our mom not only to the show.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Brought her mom up and was like, hey, Why don't you jump with me?
Wait a minute. Hold on for a second, Mr. Historian. What was that belt again you got behind you? Southern States Championship? Who knows everything? Hold on for a second.
Wait a minute. Are you on mushrooms right now?
Hold on
I just showed you a girl trying to jump off a high place with her mom.
Are you forgetting that Magnum TA brought his mother to a contract signing with Nikita Koloff? Are you forgetting that little piece of history out?
You tried to get her to jump off a chair? No, not even a chair.
No, he just
didn't even try to get her to jump off the podium. He just tried to get her to show up.
What's next, Jeff? Oh my God. Pogo stick work. Yeah, here it is now. Pogo stick
Pogo crowd surfing work. Of course, we now have yet another new syllabus for the academy where you have pogo stick work into crowd surfing work. It's always a combo. You know what I mean? Always a combo.
Oh my God. All right. What's next, Jeff? Performance art, man. It's performance art. Oh, look at this. Jesus.
Watch this.
Now good.
Wait, go back again, Jeff. I'm trying to see what happened.
It's called #bad table work. He hit one table, it broke, and he bounced off the other one with his ribs.
That had to hurt like hell, man.
Oh yeah. But man, you know, you bleed for your art. That's what I started calling all of these from the different vehicles and buildings. I just call it hashtag all capital letters high spot work. So,
I like it. High spot work. I like that.
Yeah.
What's next, Jeff Rao?
This is a double clip.
Wait, this ain't the sticks in the head, is it?
It's a fork. It's a fork.
It's a fork.
And then it's a double clip because then this girl pulls out something else on some other dude.
Yeah, it's Wait. Stop for a second. Is that Gene Okerlund she's doing that to? Son of a bitch.
Wait, hold on. What is that? Oh my God.
That's a board of forks. That's a board of forks. That way, if you run out of one, you can go get another one. If you bend one on Gene Okerlund's head, you can get another one.
All right. So now this is going to parlay into something else now?
Yeah, right here.
Right here. Watch this.
It goes fast, but she has a stapler in her hand.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Release the Kraken.
Then we got Dick stapling there for
Dick stapling. Yeah, that's staples to the grundle. She hit everything. She went from the taint all the way up to the head. I mean,
oh my God. What's next, Jeff?
She looked like Marlon Perkins on Wild Kingdom when he's trying to tranquilize a boa constrictor.
What was his sidekick's name? Marlon Perkins. What was the dude's name?
I think it was Jim. And Jim, remember Marlon would sit in the Jeep and always send Jim out to the animal
I do remember.
The animal would always get up at the last minute and he'd be like, "Oh, it doesn't look good for Jim." It's a wildebeest that's about to board Jim. Meanwhile, Marlon's sitting in the Jeep the whole time.
Oh, God. All right, what's next, Jeff?
Watch this.
Oh!
Take that back, okay?
Oh.
Now, we talk about... Man, I have to go into this for a second. Because this is what inspires all of these guys here in the United States. Please explain to me, justify to me, why? That's all I ask. Because... for a number of reasons. One, that this chick in the orange is trusting this chick in the blue to take care of her. Her physical health and well-being is in her hands. Well, she's going to drop kick her directly in the face. Let's not talk about the potential breaking of an orbital socket where your eye pops out, not breaking your nose, breaking your cheekbones or your jaw, or knocking your teeth out. Let's not even talk about any of that. Let's talk about the head trauma and the potential concussion this chick could suffer from being drop kicked like that. And not to mention a work, guys, remember, one of the objectives of a work, besides making the audience believe of your intent, is that you're able to walk into that ring and walk back out of it in the same physical condition you went in. How is that even remotely respectful and responsible on any level. I mean, it's just absurd.
Yeah, play this again, Jeff.
And here's the sad thing. These goofy independent wrestlers watch this stuff and they get inspired, and they're like, when they get a chance this Friday night or this Saturday night at the local VFW hall, what do you think they're going to emulate? Hey, I got this great spot I saw in Japan, and I'm going to go up and I'm going to drop kick you. And they fucking plant right in this guy's face, and potentially not only injure him, but they could cause him to have a lifelong issue of going forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
There's no justification in it whatsoever, because no matter how hard she drop kicked that girl, we can't feel it. She could have done it and not even touched her and looked like she tore her head off in the same manner if she had any real talent or skill in what it is, in the art of what it is she's doing.
What's next, Jeff?
Go back, listen to this. Again, that part of that's that thigh slap, yes. But the rest of it is her knee hitting that girl in the chin.
And she's leaning in too, man.
Yeah. The girl's like this. Here you go. Here you go. Just do it. How tough, again, how badass do you have to be when you get somebody literally giving you their body and they're going, okay, she's not going to hit me. And then just right on the button. Not to mention it could send all that up to where it breaks the mandible. I could go on and on.
What's next?
I mean, it's just absolutely irresponsible and nonsensical. I dare anybody, because again, I'm a very reasonable human being. If you can justify to me how that sells one more ticket, then you know what? You go do it.
Yeah.
You to your heart's content.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff?
Powerbomb him in the chair.
Just hold this in a wedding one.
Powerbomb his ass.
Ouch!
And the reaction from the crowd, ouch. Mom's going to be pissed when she sees what's happening to lawn furniture.
To the lawn furniture. What's next, Jeff? Jesus. Kick out.
Run that back.
Yeah, I want to see that again.
He's got a can of hairspray or something. Remember when you
what happened to flash paper? No good out.
Oh no,
good old flash paper. No good.
It's the evolution of the business.
The evolution of flash paper.
Okay, it's new. We've reinvented the wheel. That flash paper, that's for pussy. We now get a can of Aquanet with a lighter, and we just let her go.
Aquanet.
This is like a flamethrower to the face.
Yeah, Aquanet work.
And he makes sure, look, go back and watch. He kind of hesitates and he's like, no, not enough. Let me put a little more on there. Watch. It's kind of like when you're a kid at the campfire and you're like, that marshmallow is starting to get a little too toasty. Let me back. No, it's not good enough yet. Hold on, let me do one more. Run that back one last time and realize that there was a conversation about this in the back. Bro, I'm going to carry a can of Aquanet to the top of the cage. You stand on the top rope. I'm going to turn with this Bic lighter, and I'm just going to blow flames into your face. And the guy went, oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, Aquanet work.
Not to mention the guy's wearing a nylon mask which is now melted to his goddamn face. I mean,
what's next? Yeah.
There's so much fire.
Look how much there is. Like he hit him with a propane torch. Like that's something you would see your dad fixing pipes down the basement with.
What's next, Jeff?
I don't need that neck. Yeah. I don't need that neck.
Play that back again.
Watch the back of her head and her neck.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
All of these are women. It's all women now.
Well, they're lighter. You can throw them further. So,
hey, Al, you just gave me an idea. How come we haven't seen this yet?
About that from personal experience. But
yeah, Al, how come we haven't seen this yet? The welding iron. Put a welding iron to somebody.
We saw the branding. I remember we saw
the branding iron. Okay,
we saw on that guy's side and literally burned a brand.
Okay, okay, all right, you're right. Go ahead.
And that guy, remember, he had a good side boob, and it just stuck right there.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah,
Oh my God, bro! This is ridiculous. My God, bro!
Hey,
Just
Vince, it's all safe. It's
just
all
no regard whatsoever. Like nothing, man.
Not at all. No.
Play this again, Jeff.
These Japanese women beat the shit out of each other. Like this is
they always
insane.
have. They always have. And here's the thing. This inspires the people here to go, oh, that's cool. That'll really get over.
Yeah. They haven't seen this over here yet. Let's do it over here.
God, the people at the VFW are gonna love this Saturday.
Yeah.
So if you're on the audio, she wraps a chair around the one girl's neck, and then they kind of crucifix power bomber on her head with the chair.
Her neck could have snapped.
There's a girl on the second rope holding another girl in the razor's edge position, as if that's not bad enough, because that bump was always fun to take. I remember Al Perez doing the helicopter. Oh, that was enjoyable.
Go ahead.
Now there's a third girl standing on the top rope, about to just waffle the shit out of the second girl that's being held aloft with a chair to her head. The chair literally wraps around her head, and then the girl on the second rope proceeds to just let her razor edge on the mat with the chair still wrapped around her neck, which is completely safe. So,
did you hear that?
Yeah.
Hear that?
I want to see how this chair lands. Look at this. Watch this. Holy shit!
Break her neck. The edge of that chair could have jammed up and broke any of that, broke her neck.
We don't know if it didn't. We don't know if it didn't.
Nah, she probably kicked out.
Yeah. What's next? This is brutal. That's brutal, man. That is brutal, bro. Oof.
All right, this is the last one.
Thank God.
There was another one. Yeah, more high spot, HIGH, capital letters.
Wait, what is this they're going through? What is that?
Shark cage through light tubes on a table.
Oh, those are light tubes on some kind of a table.
Well, no, it's not a table. It's a door. They've started using doors.
Why is the ref holding a shark cage in place?
Because, and that was why I sent this in, was again, hashtag referees can be helpers too.
That
is because let's face it, the shark cage is not very stable inside the ring. We got to have somebody there to make sure that the cage doesn't fall over when they're doing this stuff. It's kind of like the ladders, Vince. Get on the same page. Wrestling business has evolved. It's changed. You can go to OVW Academy. On the cutting edge. We learn today yet more as the business continues to evolve and grow. And we got pogo stick into crowd surfing work. I mean, that syllabus alone. And don't worry, I know what you're thinking, but Al, I don't have a pogo stick. We have it at the bookstore. You can buy all of your school supplies there. We have a section that has every type of pogo stick you could ever want. You can go to ovwacademy.com and you can find out all the information on how you can stay on the cutting edge and build a career into complete and utter nonsense. But, you know, we also have cans of Aquanet that will fit into your trunks. So that you can pull out a Bic lighter at any time and literally blowtorch the face off of one of your fellow wrestlers. Great high spot, trust me. Oh, my God. You can also, if you want, we do have special days at OVW Academy. We have the Bring Your Mom to Work day, where you'll try to encourage her to do some of the crazy stunts that you do. She, however, having you and experiencing a certain amount of pain is probably going to go, nah, I don't want to.